Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of the Waec SSC exam series. So in this episode we are going to look at backup and restoring of data. Imagine a student is in Abuja and you are in Jalingo, my state capital, and the student won't want to come for just the thumbprint. Since the student have to sit in front of your system, what do I do? Okay, what you need to do is the student can locate any school out of the over 27,000 Waec centers. Abuja should have a large chunk of secondary schools. I don't think there's over a few 2 to 3 kilometers. It's difficult for you not to find a Waec center in Abuja, as far as I know. So how do I back up or restore data in case those situations arise? Or if I'm working on two different systems, how do I match my data? Okay, so the main system you're working on, is the system you assume all the data will come into. So I have a 194 candidates count here. So if I have multiple schools, for example, if I have multiple schools, I can back up a range of schools. But if I don't, I just back up current school. So how do I back up? How many candidates do I want to back up? I want to back up all the candidates, so I just back up. Do you wish to continue with the backup of 194? I just yes. Where do I want to save this? I want it on my desktop, and that's how easy it is to back up your data. So what happens after I back up my data? Let's go back to our registration and let's see the register. We still have our students, yes. So it means the students are still in this system and in the other system as well. So we can just as well try to, if you have backed up your data, you can restore from the backup. So you get, if you have backed up any data, you can restore from it, and it's going to delete the previous entries of this school and then replace it with what you have backed up, or whatever you call it. So delete the current entry. So you just wait for it. This process is reading and writing from the database, and like I told you, the paid tutorial will cover the database in depth, and you are going to learn a lot of things. You would learn how to manipulate it, you learn how to fix errors, you learn how to edit some informations offline based on what we know. So we can fix things at will, at best, if we know about the database. So on a quick note, the 2024 NECO series has started, and which means our tutorial will start coming up and all of you will benefit from it, and I hope it's going to be helpful. I want to start it early. I might not cover the whole thing because I also have commitments, but I guess I would help you at my best. since I work with Jam, Waec, NECO, I I have a lot of commitments. Right now I'm handling the Jam, I'm handling the Waec, and since NECO has come in, I'm going to have a lot of activities chunked, so I might not be able to come up frequently as I wanted to. So if you have any question, just email me, as I think the maximum your mail should wait without reply should be a day or two, and that's only when I can't access my channel, or I couldn't check my mail, because when I'm working with the Jam, our network is secured, so we can't use that network to access any other site, emails, whatever. We can't access it, so I want to avoid errors, so I keep my device out of reach. So that's how to restore. I'll just wait. It's because it's reading and writing from and to the database, so my network is limited. Don't worry, that's coming up fine. So after everything is done, we now have our data restored into our system. So you can still find them under here, you still have them marked, and if you scroll down you have them all restored. So that's it for backup and restore of Waec SSC data. Don't let your information get missing. Just make sure you always back up your data in case of any issues, and probably save it on an online database. If you're working on Windows 10, you have access to the Google Drive and Microsoft Drive and all the other likes. You can just use them to store your data in order to avoid any unforeseen circumstance.